Hello, this is John Schludzinski from Winding River Realty, and today we have a terrible tragedy in the news. The Notre Dame Cathedral, one of the most famous icons in the world, has burned to the ground in only a few hours, what it took 800 years to build. That cathedral was symbolic home and spiritual destination for millions of people around the world, and is a true loss for the city of Paris, and indeed the world. But in the news coverage this week, it got me thinking about the old walls and the new stories that we can hear as we think about buildings and we think about the roof, the windows, the doors of our structures. Our clients look to us to sell houses, to sell apartments, to sell office buildings, and we try our very best to match the perfect house with the perfect family. Um, but it got me thinking, this event, this terrible tragedy, of all the people throughout history that have had a story to tell about the walls they lived in and the places they called home. So today I want to kick off a series of stories that we want to tell about our customers and our friends, and the homes that they've lived in, the buildings they've passed through, and what it's meant to them. So I'll start off today with a story of a home that I lived in and what it meant to me in South Amboy, New Jersey. A small two-family house with an apartment that my wife and I moved into when we first married. And we were working hard to renovate it with the help of family and friends. When I was upstairs one night in 1992, and I was laying hardwood floors to make the bedroom more livable, my wife came into the room with a funny look on her face and a small stick in her hand, and she waved the stick at me and said, "Honey, we're going to have a baby." That moment changed my life in many unexpected ways, all for the good. And I think about that bedroom and I think about that home and the new life that began there. And I think of the stories that our family will be able to tell and our stories that our family will be able to write as we go through life. And I realized that each of our clients could tell these kinds of stories as well about the homes they've lived in, the places they've visited, and what it's meant to them. So we're going to try and highlight some of those places and some of those memories as we move through our careers as real estate agents and brokers, trying to help match buyers and sellers in Central Jersey and around the world as well. So if you're interested in this and you have a good story to tell, send it along. We'd be happy to hear your stories. Send them to me, John at windingriverrealtynj.com, and we'll be happy to consider them for discussion on this blog, and we'll be happy to highlight them in a way that is respectful to your privacy and respectful to your traditions. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great